Girls, it's the start of GOTS and the GOTS videos. Okay, so it's going to take me a few days to sift through some of this stuff and get it up. Totally different than what Matt's was, the Mid-America Truck Show. I'm not even sure in what order I'm going to put some of this stuff up. You're not going to get as many of those interviews. There's no OEM interviews, so you guys don't have to worry about them. There is a few that I did do. I'm going to start off today's video with just a quick plug for Celadon. You'll see here in a minute, and that'll be the start of the GOTS stuff. The next video probably won't go up till Wednesday, guys. Okay, and then we'll start. They'll be starting to pop up fairly frequent after that. I just got to get, like I said, I got to get them organized. There's a lot of stuff here. We're also going to be doing a picture slideshow type video of all the show and shine trucks. I've got some video we're going to put to music as far as seeing the show and shine trucks and some of the other stuff. We're also going to do a walkthrough or partial walkthrough, you know, walking through GOTS there and whatnot, so you can see the stuff that way. Other than that, we'll do a final wrap up towards the end and give you my thoughts and impressions of it. We won't do that right now. But anyway, let's not waste too much time. Let's get this video going. Like I said, it's just a quick promo slash recruiting slash plug for Celadon. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's because of them that I was able to get to the show. So, here we go. Alrighty, boys and girls. You guys, American drivers, have been asking me questions left, right, and center about Celadon US, and I haven't had any of the answers for you. Well, guess what? Today, we're going to give you some of those answers. We're here with Laura and Janine, whose name tag is flipped. Hello, ladies. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
Great. So these are two fine recruiters from Celadon. One is actually the recruiting manager, and I'm not sure, you're just recruiter. Awesome. So these are the best ladies to ask, or best people to ask for the questions, right?
Yes.
So first off, I'm just going to ask, what is Celadon really looking for in a driver?
A safe driver, someone who is responsible and respectable in their job, someone who wants to put forth a great deal of effort and do well for themselves. Awesome.
Okay, so some of the questions I do get asked a lot is home time. What does Celadon put out to say for a driver's home time? What is, let's say, the average time out that they expect a driver to stay out? I know a lot of it depends on where they live, how close to terminal,
yes,
but on average, let's say.
All but the West Coast is 2 weeks out, 2 days home, and they can bank their home time. So if they want to stay out for 3 or 4 weeks at a time, then they can take 3 or 4 days off.
Okay, so if they do decide to stay out longer, then they can accumulate those days off, yes, and then use them at will. Excellent.
At least on the lease purchase side, it's
whenever they want.
Dispatch, so yes.
It's non. That was the other question I was going to ask. So lease purchase is not forced dispatch. What about company drivers?
They are forced dispatch.
It is forced dispatch. But guys, don't think for forced dispatch is saying, you know, you got to do this, we're going to hold a gun to your head. It's it just means as the loads come up, basically you're next in line, you take that load, you go, right?
Correct.
Okay, so now for a new driver, I know Celadon has a great training program in Indy now. Is there any minimum requirements to get into that training program that you know of?
Well, if they don't have a CDL yet, they can go to the school, and based on their experience and what time frame their experience falls in, they have refresher programs.
They have refresher programs?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any kind of a long waiting period, or is it something, you know, you apply and you can pretty much get in within a reasonable couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks type deal?
As soon as we get you approved, the next available class they can start.
Okay. The other big thing a lot of drivers are asking, let's say for 1 year experience and up, what is the base starting pay for Celadon?
Base starting pay for a company driver would be 33 cents a mile. And of course, lease purchase, you would be eligible to drive a lease purchase truck, and it would be either a percentage pay package, which is currently 70% in bill of lading, or mileage pay, which is 94 cents per dispatched mile, loaded or empty.
Okay, so actually now that you mentioned the percentage, because I know Celadon US changed their pay package compared to the Canadian division, which we all know I'm on, and you guys keep thinking it's the same, but it's not. Percentage. Now I've heard a lot of talk about it. How is that working? Is it percentage? Does the driver get to choose his loads on that? So he is given a few options and he gets to choose which way he wants.
Dispatched, you can choose.
So he's given the options, he gets to choose. So that's actually a really good benefit there. What divisions, as far as the lease purchase go, are they looking for flatbed? Are they looking for a reefer? Like what particular division? So it's
all the above.
Yes.
It's all the above, dry van. So it doesn't really matter. There's no specific division that they're going to go into then.
Correct.
With the exception of flatbed.
With the exception of flatbed.
Yes, sir.
Now, I've heard flatbed, they have to lease the trailer also, or is there an option for that?
They have to lease the trailer.
So that's all part of the package. Okay, guys, so remember, those are difficult questions. We're not going to ask you today. To get all the specifics, call recruiting. I'll put the number down below. You got to call them, okay, out of Indy. Anything else you want to talk about as far as, or mention that Celadon is in need for? Is it reefer division? Is it, there's no company drivers on flatbed, right?
No.
Okay, so I know there is reefer. Dry van, is there any particular areas that Celadon is really hot looking for drivers right now? That they're building up new customers or customer base? No, it's just pretty much everywhere, right?
48 states.
48 states, that's good. So here's another thing too. A lot of drivers say to me, you know, they want to get home, but they live out in the middle of nowhere. And I don't even know what city to say. So is it fair to say, because I don't want anyone to hold anyone responsible to say, well, you said I can get home every 2 weeks. Is there any primary lanes that we have that would guarantee it?
Our West Coast.
So West Coast is the hardest ones to get home right now.
That's 4 weeks out.
That's 4 weeks out. Okay, so that's good to know, because a lot of you guys are going to, you know, you're going to say it. I've heard you say it. My dispatcher can't get me home. They lied to me. Well, they didn't really lie to you. You didn't ask the right question. All right, so we want to thank these lovely ladies here for giving us a bit of their time. And guys, I'm going to put the recruiting information down below. Make sure you call Janine or Laura or anyone else that answers the phone at recruiting.
Absolutely.
But these ladies are nicer than, you know, some of the other guys. But so make sure you give them a call and ask the questions. As you can see behind them is one of the new Lone Stars that we have. They do now offer colors, I've noticed, in the yard. We've got red, blue. Oh, the blue's gone? That was in the flatbed, I think, right? Because it was just Kenworth that I saw the blue in. So you guys will have your choice of colors if you get into lease purchase. So, thanks very much, ladies.
Thank you.